Want to work in the UK as a doctor but don't want to do PLAB? Watch this video. Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to talk about the different ways that you can get GMC registration without PLAB. So GMC registration is obviously what you need in order to work in the UK as a doctor, and there are about 5 ways. The first one is a passing the PLAB test, which if you want to watch a video on that, you can click here. And I'm going to talk about the other ways in this video. So the first one of those is sponsorship by a GMC approved sponsor. So there are certain organizations that can sponsor you and you don't have to do any exams. As long as you fulfill their criteria, then you can come to the UK on that scheme and work as a doctor. So they'll give you a GMC registration. The most common of these is called the MTI, or the Medical Training Initiative. This is a special program where a few organizations offer you 24 months maximum in the UK. So they offer it to people from low and middle income countries, like Uganda is one of these. So they give you a special visa as well. It's called a Tier 5 visa. So when you've been accepted, then they're going to give you a certificate of sponsorship that you will then use to apply for GMC registration. You get your GMC registration and you'll be allowed to work in the UK, but then it's only for 2 years, so that's the con. So if you don't want to do any exams, then consider this route. The second is an acceptable postgraduate qualification. So this is, for example, the Royal College exams, like the Royal College of Psychiatry, Royal College of Pediatrics, Royal College of Obs and Gyn. So you can, instead of doing PLAB, you can do one of these other exams. So most people who do this have already done specialty training in their country. So for example, you've already done an MEd or an MEd in something else in another country, and then you come to the UK, you do these other exams, and then enter the UK system at a higher level. So most of the times when you've done these exams, then you're able to be what is called a specialty doctor or a middle grade. So you're higher than most other junior doctors, but you're under a consultant. So this is another option to consider, especially if you've already done your specialty training from elsewhere. Another option is if you've passed other countries' registration exams. So this is in particular for the US, for Canada, and for Australia. So if you've already done the UKMLAs, or you've done the AMCs for Australia, or the MCCEs for Canada. So if you've already passed these people's exams, then you don't have to do the PLAB as well. However, you have to make sure you haven't attempted PLAB. So if you've attempted PLAB and also done these exams, then that doesn't count. You must have already only done these other exams. It should be at least 2 years ago, and you mustn't have passed them through more than 4 attempts. Then you're able to apply for GMC registration directly, get a license to practice, and then use that to apply for jobs and work in the UK. Fun fact, I did do the first step of the Canadian exams, but that will be another video. Relevant European qualifications. So if you did your medical school in certain European countries, then you don't actually need to do PLAB. You can just use that to apply for GMC registration. The GMC has a list of universities in certain countries in the European Union where if you've done your medical school from there, then you wouldn't have to do PLAB. I'll link them in the description below. The last option is eligibility for entry onto the specialty registrar. So this means you're already a specialist in your country and you want to work in the UK as a specialist. So in this case, you might not have to do exams, but it's a bit of a long process, and there's evidence you have to submit. For example, you have to show evidence that your level of qualification is equivalent to a UK one. It's fairly long and complex process, and I don't know anyone who's done it, but I know it's an option on the GMC website, so I'll link it below as well, so you can go have a look if you're already a specialist from another country. So that's it, guys. Those are the 5 ways that you can get GMC registration and work in the UK as a doctor. I do have to say though that besides all this, you still need to show proficiency in English, so you still have to pass English exams like the IELTS or the OET, regardless of what other way you're going to use to get GMC registration. I'll put the links in the description below. If you like this video, then please click like, and that tells me if I should continue doing such videos or if it's even worth it. If you want to know how I came to work in the UK using the PLAB route, then click this video.